Hey Health Nuts, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nicole and today I'm gonna be sharing my updated morning routine with a little bit of a self-care twist for the month of February. I thought it was appropriate just to give ourselves a little bit more appreciation and love this month, and I really want to share with you guys some of the habits that I personally been doing and just loving and have made a huge difference, and I'm going to be sharing them in today's video. I'm also so excited to be working with one of my favorite brands, Calf Lib. They make my favorite herbal coffee. I've been drinking them probably for like over 5 years. I bet I can go back into the archives of HealthNut videos and find me talking about them in like a favorites video or a recipe video or just like another routine video. You guys are always asking me about herbal coffee, why I drink it, what's in it. I essentially stopped drinking coffee about like 6 years ago because of my anxiety, and having an alternative like Calf Lib has been a lifesaver, and I'm so excited that they are sponsoring and collaborating with me on today's video, and it's just like a dream partnership. I'm so excited. They're Canadian. I love them, and I basically drink them every single day without fail. Without further ado, let's hop right into the video, and I'm gonna share with you guys my self-care morning routine of 2020. So the first thing I like to do when I start my day is to practice some sort of mindfulness. This may be writing in my gratitude journal, which helps me process things that I'm grateful for, things that I hope will happen, and just a lot of positive thinking. And doing this really helps set my day on a positive note. Instead of focusing on the things that aren't going well, I really try to focus on the things that I'm grateful for in my life. And it can be as small as I'm grateful for a sunny day, or I'm grateful for my family. Whatever it is in your life that you want to reflect on, I think it's really nice to write it down and see it in a visual way. I like to drink a nice tall glass of water when I wake up. I always find I'm pretty thirsty in the morning, so this just kind of helps wake me up. And then before I do my meditation, I like to just throw on some nice calming and relaxing essential oil. Another thing that I do every single morning without fail is I meditate. This has been something I've been doing for the last 2 years now. It has truly changed my life. I used to wake up with awful anxiety, and just letting my body reset and create mindfulness in my mind and body has been such a game changer, and I just cannot imagine my life without this healthy habit. And then when I'm done meditating, I always end it with a really big self hug, and I just repeat to myself, I love my life, I love myself, and then whatever affirmation I want to follow, I usually will say something like, I release fear, anxiety, and worry, followed up with some kind of positive affirmation like I am happy, calm, and peaceful.
Hi, baby. You a good girl? You let mommy meditate? Yeah? Hi.
I also just find something as simple as making my bed is a form of practicing mindfulness. I never would have thought I would actually enjoy making my bed, but it's just a nice way of telling myself that it's a new day and I'm kind of, leaving the bedroom and starting my day. My next self-care habit that I've been doing every single day now as well is moving my body. I used to think that I would only exercise, 3 or 4 times a week if I went to the gym, but I've been making it a habit to just move my body every day. I find it's easier to keep up with something that you do every day as opposed to when you feel like it. If I know the goal is to move my body every day, then I look to make time for it in my schedule and actually make an effort to make it happen. So that could be as simple as walking cashew, going for a hike, doing a light yoga flow, or actually doing a really hard workout at the gym in a class or whatever the case. I like to always be switching it up so I'm not bored, but at the end of the day, I am moving my body. It is helping my mental health, my physical health. It helps release stress, and it just gets all those kinks and knots out of the body. I truly am grateful to be able to move my body, and I want to be able to move it for as long as I can. I'm gonna link the exact workout that I'm doing in the info box down below. My next habit is to create a spa in your bathroom. I just think it's so peaceful to create an atmosphere and environment that you actually feel happy being surrounded by. So for my bathroom, I really try to add fake plants since there's no window, so nothing will actually grow in here. And I think it just makes a really big difference in my mood. It's very calming. It's a room that I like to spend time in, whether I'm dry brushing or just doing my skincare routine. Here, I'm doing a light dry brush. I really like doing this habit. It helps circulate blood flow and helps to stimulate the lymphatic system, which is really great for detoxification. And it really just gets off all those dead skin cells and helps your skin look more glowy and keeps it nice and soft. This morning, I decided to throw on a nice mask. I don't always do a mask, but because I'm just trying to practice more self-care and love, I'm throwing on a mask and I'll just let this sit while I'm in the shower, washing my body, shaving my legs, all that stuff. I can just let this sit and do its thing. Most days I feel like I don't have time to do a mask, but it's the simple things of just putting it on before you get in the shower that makes it easier to incorporate. Before I hop in the shower, I just want to make a quick batch of my DIY body scrub. I've been making this a lot lately. It's just sugar, oil, and a couple of other ingredients. I'll link it in a blog post in the info box for you guys. It's so simple to make and it's really effective, so I've been making that a lot lately. Popping into the shower, rubbing the scrub all over my body. It has been keeping my dry winter skin nice and soft and supple, and it just makes it easier for my body to absorb any moisturizer that I'm gonna put on afterwards. You don't have to go to a fancy spa or resort to get, some self-care into your routine. Doing these simple things at home will make a big difference, and they'll also just make you feel better. Now that I'm out of the shower, I'm just misting my face with my favorite rose water toner, and I'm gonna do a little gua sha facial massage. So I have my Skin Glow Serum Oil that I'm just rolling on over my face. And then I'm just taking this rose quartz gua sha and I'm just gently rolling it, or I guess like scraping, but in a gentle way, over my face. There are a ton of YouTube videos that you can look up to find exact techniques on how to do this, but it helps depuff, it helps circulate blood flow, and I find it really helps relieve tension, especially in my forehead and on my jawline where I tend to clench and the muscle gets a bit tense. I find it really helps with that as well. I'm just following up with my moisturizer and the rest of my skincare and makeup routine. I usually like to keep things pretty simple, especially in the morning. And slathering on some of my pit paste from my BeautyNet skincare line. This was a fresh bottle, which is always fun to dig into. Now it's time to make some food, and my new favorite herbal coffee latte that is so delicious and soothing, and it just feels like a hug in a cup. I love it. So I have my new frother here. I actually got this from my aunt. They had an extra one and it's been game changing in my coffee making experience. So I just have some oat milk creamer, pop in there to froth up and get delicious and creamy. Boiling some water, and then I'm just gonna take some of my calf lib herbal coffee. This is the organic one, but they have an original one and then a dark roast one if you like a little bit more of a bold flavor. It's completely all natural and is made with a blend of organic roasted barley and chicory, which really gives this beautiful, smooth, rich flavor, like coffee. I like to do 2 tablespoons, a dash of cinnamon, a few drops of liquid stevia, and then I add in my boiling water. This has just been my go-to combination lately. And then topping it off with my frothed oat milk that is so creamy, and it just brings this latte to the next level. Sprinkle a little bit more cinnamon right on top, and this is like the best homemade latte I've ever had. Highly recommend it. Okay, so while I'm sipping on that, I'm gonna quickly whip up my fluffy yogurt pancakes. This recipe is on the blog. It's a go-to of mine, and it's really easy to just whip up. I will have the full recipe linked in the blog post below. There is nothing like cooking up a batch of your favorite pancakes in the morning to really give yourself some self-love. During the week, I'm usually a green smoothie kind of gal, but on the weekend, I like to indulge, have some pancakes, have some bacon, treat myself, and just spend a little bit more time in the kitchen making my favorite meals. I like to top my pancakes with some more yogurt and spoon on some stewed berries. This was just a frozen mix of berries that I just warmed up on the stove, and it just creates the most delicious berry syrup to top your pancakes with. And of course, a good drizzle of Canadian maple syrup.
Look at that fluff and those layers. This is so good.
My last tip is to create a happy space. For me, that means diffusing essential oils. I've been loving diffusing black spruce with orange lately. It's really grounding with just like a hint of sweetness, and it's just very soothing throughout the day. I work from home, so I really like to create a happy, calming space to be in. But wherever your workspace is, it's important to create that environment that you want to be in. Over the years, I've been slowly collecting plants and for the most part, keeping them alive. I really love to surround myself with living things, and plants are a way for me to add the outdoors indoors and almost give my space that nature vibe. Plus, they're really good. They help clean the air, and I do think that they alter your mood. Opening up the windows, letting that sunshine in, I think is so important for your mood as well, especially during the winter months when it gets darker earlier. It's especially important to make sure we are getting exposed to sunlight. Now, this was a weekend morning, so instead of pulling out my laptop, I decided to bring back my nostalgic childhood vibes and pull out a coloring book. I had one of these stashed away in my library that I've been meaning to use, and so I found some pencil crayons and I just started coloring, and it was very therapeutic. I really enjoyed it. I'll try to find one of these coloring books and link it for you guys, but it was a lot of fun, and I feel like I could do like a party of this, have some girlfriends over, and just have a coloring book party and make some lattes and put some good music on and just have a really chill night in of coloring. It's funny how the things you used to do as a child make you really happy as an adult. There you have it. That is my morning self-care routine. I hope you guys got some inspiration to add to your own morning routine. Even if you just do one thing that maybe you saw and got inspired from in this video, I think it's gonna make a huge difference in your own life. These are things I truly swear by, and they're just kind of like everyday habits that I don't really think about. I don't always have pancakes for breakfast. It's more of a weekend thing, but I just wanted to inspire you guys to give yourselves a little bit more self-love in the morning. And that could mean, you know, cuddling with your little pup a little bit longer. Cashew always looks very relaxed on the couch. But yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you again to Calf Lib for sponsoring this video. Like I said, it is a dream partnership. I truly love and just use the product every single day in my life, and you guys will see it all the time on my Instagram stories, in my other videos. One of the most questions I get asked is, what herbal coffee are you drinking and what is herbal coffee? So hopefully this video helped explain some of those questions that I get all the time. I'm gonna have a link to purchase them down below, but they're available in like basically any grocery store. You can find them at like Bulk Barn. I see them all the time, so it's really accessible to get, which I like, or you can just order it online. So I'll have those links down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. If you aren't already subscribed, there's a link down below. You can click that red subscribe button. It's free, and I post new videos every single week on this channel. I will see you guys in my next one. Have a fabulous day, and have an awesome self-care morning. Bye, guys. Gonna cuddle with my little girl a little bit longer. You all snuggly? She's literally snoring right now.